Good morning, everyone. We're about to bring you the latest COVID-19 UAE updates. However, if you found this podcast through an article, which so many of you are doing, please hit that subscribe button wherever you get your podcasts so you can get your Dubai news daily. Good morning, Dubai. How are you doing? Welcome back to the Lovin Daily, where we take you through the trending stories. Can you hear that echo? Because I can.
Awkward.
That's something to wake you up in the morning. If you have a bad day at work, remember ours. Guys, today on the show, we're going to be talking about Emirates are selling empty seats for 200 dirham. We're talking about the fact that someone's been caught smuggling meth in shampoo bottles at DXB. What they were thinking, I don't know. We're talking about someone's been called out for the lack of email etiquette, and also tourist visas in Dubai have been extended. But first of all, welcome to the show. How are you all doing today?
Amazing.
Fake excited. Fake morning excitement.
For the day ahead, or for the week ahead, or
Only
for the
this
show?
Only for this part of the day. And then it's back to on the laptop.
So which part of the day do you prefer?
Which part of
The show or then the rest of the day?
I really look forward to going home and just sleeping. That's my favorite part.
Well, yeah, that's true. I meant the work day.
Oh, the work day. I think this is my favorite part of the work day.
Interesting.
It's like our little bonding time. Low-key bonding.
Low-key, this is like 5 minutes of our day. So move on.
But not everyone is bonding like us currently, if you know what I'm talking about.
Guys, you've definitely seen it, or maybe you haven't and you don't care at all. But it broke yesterday, and both of us, so Simran and I have, like, let's say, for example, different topic ideas, but I think this one we were both like, oh my God, I really want to see it. We're talking, of course, about the Oprah interview with Meghan and Harry. It's dropping on March 8th, March 8th, but March 8th. But the snippets, the teasers were released yesterday, and
damn, it's gonna go down. I just saw a news report now. Prince Charles cuts off Meghan and Harry from the royal family wealth. Is that after the interview?
Who wrote that?
News. Okay, I don't know if it's reliable though. It's news.com.au. In a move that sparks volumes, Prince Charles has hit Meghan and Harry with a financial blow, no doubt leaving them scrambling.
Well, there's a lot of it's interesting that you say that, because there's a lot of talk about how, but I think because they've left the royal family, I don't have the full information on it, but they were actually stepping away from kind of all the financial gains. But that's why people are questioning kind of the thoughts behind doing this interview and stuff, and the thoughts behind, I think there's going to be a Netflix series, correct me if I'm wrong. They're also getting involved in production houses. They're also, I think, doing podcasts but that's kind of, they're making a name for themselves.
But they're using the royal family name to make a name for themselves. I have so many conflicting opinions about this. What are yours?
Should we have a quick listen to the snippet? I hope you can hear this. This is the best of what's coming in the interview, I reckon.
I just want to make it clear to everybody, there is no subject that's off limits. Almost unsurvivable sounds like there was a breaking point.
My biggest concern was history repeating itself.
You've said some pretty shocking things here. Wait, hold up, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
So we know we're going to get juice and dirt, but that's kind of sad to me. It's a family in the public eye being. So when you see Harry basically said, it spawned from him not wanting history to repeat itself.
Yeah.
Which of course we all know. Well, of course we all know exactly what he's talking about. He's talking about his mom, which is heartbreaking. But at the same time, it's just, imagine throwing all of your family history onto the spotlight of Oprah.
That's so true.
It's a tricky one. I don't know how I feel about it, to be honest.
On one side, they are the royal family, people look up to them. It's like they're iconic in the UK, around the world. And then you're just, I don't know. And then what happened with Diana, you just don't know the full story, even though what happened to her was so tragic and people have all sorts of conspiracies drawn up about it, but you still don't know what happened. And I don't know, I just don't have an opinion on this. It's so many things.
I know. regardless of me feeling like it's tragic for the family and also tragic for Meghan and Harry. Like they obviously did not want to leave the family.
Yeah,
I'm sure at the beginning. They did it out of they were ripped
Desperation
apart by the
something,
media,
yeah.
so they had to do it. So I'm heartbroken for them, but obviously there's obviously that bit inside of me who was so excited to watch this interview. And I just want to see what's revealed.
But
When is the book coming out? That's my
there's a
question.
book as well?
No,
Netflix?
but I'm there probably will be eventually.
I would never read the book. I would just buy it and keep it, store it, and watch a Netflix show. But I've been obsessed with Diana documentaries on Netflix.
Same.
Like,
100% same.
Obsessed. I've been watching the YouTube documentaries, Netflix documentaries,
Yeah.
and The Crown, the last season 4 that shows Diana. Oh my God, I ate it up.
But this is the thing, because I haven't watched The Crown, but I've been through all of those Netflix documentaries about Diana, learned so much about what an amazing woman she was, which I didn't know before. But then at the same time, with The Crown, because obviously there's all that recent information that it's not totally accurate.
Yeah.
It's like, what information do we know is accurate and what has been made for effect? And it's a whole...
Yeah,
it's
true.
a drama played in front of our lives, but a family is actually living it. And that's what I think Oprah questions, is that you're in the middle of this and they had to deal with all of the repercussions. So we're talking about this like it's drama and gossip, because for us on the media playing field, it has been turned into that. But at the same time, there is a man and a woman who were deeply, deeply affected by it. So
well said.
Deeply affected by it. But at the same time, they're doing the interview. So
yeah. But
tricky.
Honestly, from the documentaries, Diana is such an incredible woman. Like the aura, charisma, like unreal.
Style.
But it's crazy that someone who has so much has nothing. You know, like it's like you win some, lose some in life. It's like she had so much love from the whole world, but she didn't have it from the one person she wanted the most. It's so sad. It's heartbreaking. The
100%.
irony of life.
And that's what I learned going through all those documentaries, because that's the thing that we didn't know, I think, growing up, was that, Prince Charles had another love in his life.
You didn't know that?
Not as in I knew there was another woman, but I didn't.
Me being an infant knew that. Like I was born knowing that.
Well, I knew about Camilla Parker Bowles, and I knew there was another woman, but I don't think I knew the extent of it. I don't think I knew that quite soon after. And look, I could be wrong again, because this all came from a Netflix documentary. But quite soon after they started, that there was always that other woman in the background, and how Diana had to deal with it. I guess I never thought about it fully.
She went through so much.
But anyway, she has two amazing kids. We'll move into our story. I think on March 8th, when that documentary is released, finally, we'll have more to say. Top story this morning, we're talking about Emirates is selling empty seats for 200 dirhams. So it's a sign of the times. If you fly with Emirates in the near future, you'll be able to purchase empty adjoining seats for more space. So this is only available in economy class. Customers with confirmed booking can purchase the seat option depending on availability. You won't be able to pre-book those seats. However, if there is empty adjoining seats, you will be able to purchase them at the airport check-in counter. Like I said, it's a sign of the times. You would never be getting onto an Emirates economy class seat and expect that there would be a lot of available seats beside you. This story kind of blew up yesterday because some people are saying, why would you pay for empty seats if they're already empty? But it's confirming, the response to that is it's confirming that, let's say, for example, 500 people get on a flight and there are going to be 200 empty seats. So 200 people will have an empty seat beside them. Ali's like, 200 people have an empty seat beside them. So only 200 people get the empty seats. So it's kind of like a lottery, right? When you're going on, it's like, is someone else going to pay for it? If no one pays for it, then it's a level playing field.
So you're paying for that extra seat in addition to your seat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I didn't read it. I'm just like, what? Like this, there has to be a catch somewhere. But okay,
a little bit of clickbait there. Won't lie. Well, Emirates is selling additional empty seats from 200 dirham. It goes to max 600 dirham. Taxes and charges not included, depending on the route that you're on. So you can, in an economy class, if you like getting on to that flight, and sometimes you just wish and you hope that there's going to be an empty seat beside you, right? They also said it's good for personal space and just kind of you feel a little bit more safe around you if you have an empty seat. It's good for couples and families who are traveling. If you're traveling with your infant, who gets that free seat anyway, I think it's under 2. You'll just have that extra space for them, for it's a little bit cheaper, but you can only do it on the way in.
Marketing 101. Selling those empty seats.
100%. I mean, like, why wouldn't they? Because they know that it's what people want.
Yeah. And why not? Yeah, honestly.
I wish we had this before.
Selling empty seats.
I
beside
love
you?
getting on a flight and getting an empty seat
Would
beside
you
you as a treat.
actually?
Would I pay for it?
Yeah.
I thought no originally, but then because you've paid for your flight like months beforehand, right?
Yeah.
So that kind of cost has gone out of the way. So when you get there and you're getting onto a 7 or 8 hour flight home, and if you know that it's 200 dirham to ensure that you have that, because I'm a legs up person 100%. I can never have my feet right in front of me.
Okay.
Maybe, depending on the day and depending if I was tired from the night before. But yeah, 100% maybe would.
I think it's totally fine for now. Like you said, why don't we have this before? Like it doesn't make sense to have it post or pre the pandemic, you know?
Well, we should have it.
I-
It's nice. Like,
I don't
would
think
love
so.
to
For
have
the
it.
environment,
Just because I'm claustrophobic and
then get a business class.
Who can afford business class?
I mean, like, we can get the front row where you can like properly spread
They're
the
more
legs.
expensive. So there's different tiers of seats, and even those are like a couple of 100 dirham more.
I hate the word tier.
Hmm?
What?
money grew on trees. Yes,
The
I-
money grew on
Money
trees.
groceries.
No, but like,
I would be flying the plane. It would be my own plane. You could all come on it, but it would be mine.
really?
Air Casey, yeah, why not? Dream big.
You haven't invited us over to your house and you're inviting us over to your plane.
That's because I moved in
Ooh.
during COVID. I'd love to have everyone over. Lovin Extra is here. This is the new membership, and while absolutely nothing changes for our readers, extra members get access to premium content, exclusive competitions, and first look for tickets and access to the coolest events across the city, and Lovin merch. If you subscribe right now, a very cool Lovin Red Eco Water bottle will be delivered to your door.
Okay, sounds like a plan. But you know what? I don't think it's good for the environment to have to be selling empty seats post the pandemic. Obviously, not right now, because now I'm sure there are empty seats. And like economically, it doesn't make sense to sell a seat for 200 where you can sell it for like 700 or 800.
No, but look, this is a product of the pandemic. It's born out of the fact that there aren't as many people on the flights. The fact that the flights are still running to get people home has to happen.
Yeah.
And it's 200 dirham when they only sell those at check-in. So when everyone has paid for the flight, they have
okay.
empty seats getting on. That's it. Anyway.
No, I mean, that makes sense. I'm just saying, like, right now, it does make sense, but going, like, once the pandemic is over and you don't need for that, that need for social distance isn't really there, doesn't make sense,
I'm sure if they can make an extra 200 Ds at the check-in when
Make
it's
an
empty
extra
seat.
200 or make an extra 700-800 by selling that seat for someone to actually sit.
But that the moment of being able to sell to people to get on the flights is gone, because they're only doing it at the counter check-in when you're getting on.
So when you know there are empty seats.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
So the purpose is like okay, the seat is gonna be empty. So
Okay, so they're
I have
not-
a purpose for it.
Okay, not denying anyone the...
No, of course
Okay.
not.
Okay,
No,
okay.
that would make no sense to them.
No.
Yeah.
It's just on the way in.
Okay, then yeah, why not?
Yeah.
So what if you're sitting beside a person, like I don't want to drag this on, but like if I'm sitting here and there's an empty seat beside me and I've booked it and the person sitting on the third that didn't book it and he uses it as well, you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
I don't think that would happen.
Okay, never mind. Moving on. So airport stories, number 2 in airport stories. The 56-year-old was caught smuggling meth in shampoo bottles at DXB. A 56-year-old Asian visitor has been referred to the public prosecution in Dubai for allegedly attempting to smuggle drugs into the UAE, and she was found to be in possession of crystal meth stashed inside shampoo bottles hidden in her luggage. Now, when the woman was questioned at the airport and a customs inspector, this story dates back to November 2020, and when the woman arrived at DXB back then at November, a customs officer found her luggage to be extremely suspicious and asked the Asian lady if she had anything she wanted to talk about. However, she maintained innocence and denied of any concerns. So the inspectors then took her luggage inside and started checking and found 3 shampoo bottles that contained 22 small packets containing a white powdered substance that looked like methamphetamine. One second, I'm just gonna pronounce how to say it.
Is it methamphetamine?
Methamphetamine? Yes, you're right. Methamphetamine.
Could be edited.
It is. I googled it this morning and I was like practicing how to say it. Methamphetamine. Methamphetamine?
I think people call it meth for short.
Yeah.
Meth.
Okay, meth.
Probably because it's tricky to pronounce.
Methamphetamine, yeah. An official lab report confirmed that it was meth in fact, and it weighed a total of 746 grams. The authorities immediately seized the drugs and took the woman in to submit her case to the criminal court and put her in trial for attempting to smuggle drugs illegally in the country. Now, also to give you uh, a little more information about not about this case, but about drugs and drug consumption in the UAE, you'll be subject to 2 or more years of prison, along with a fine of 10,000 dirhams if you are caught abusing drugs, selling drugs, handling drugs, or in possession of drugs. And also, the UAE, under the Article 43, have made it very, very public that no criminal proceedings shall be instituted against any abuser of narcotic drugs or substances who voluntarily presents himself and seeks help. And you will be given rehabilitation, and you will be given the
Interesting.
support by the authorities.
We know like the letter of the law here is drugs just ain't gonna cut it. There's no drugs in society here. It's
No.
not available. People shouldn't be bringing it in. But it's amazing to know that they are offering help for people who do seek it.
Yes. And the person must remain in unit until the committee referred to the Article 4. Okay, so yeah, it's up to the authorities. Once you can go and seek help, it's up to them to decide when you have recovered or when you have, when your rehabilitation period is over. So if you know anyone, or like, just do approach the authorities. They are there to help you, and there won't be any proceedings on you. So like, life happens. So they're there to support you,
Yeah.
if anything.
That headline still boggles me. People trying to smuggle meth in via a shampoo bottle. Maybe that's what the kids are doing these days, but it's still kind of just mind-boggling. We're going to move on to our next story. Millennials and Gen Z are called out for their lack of email etiquette. I'd love to get your thoughts on this. Basically, Muna Algerg, she's a retail director of a highly respected company. She basically tweeted saying to millennials, Gen Z, please don't start an email with "Hey Muna." It's neither professional nor appropriate. And it actually spawned this massive conversation on Twitter, because a lot of people are like, yeah, well said. Like, don't start an email with "Hey Muna," especially like when you see her ranking, like she's very official. But other people are like, hey, hi, it's absolutely fine as long as you don't start with "Dear," which is too formal.
What are your thoughts?
I think we're changing. I think it's changing.
Yeah.
Like, Dears.
Like,
Too formal.
it is. I think starting off, like, very initially, the initial email, like, hi, like, dear, whosoever. But continuation, it's like, hi, hello, it's like totally fine. You're not going to start every email with like "dear."
Well, she didn't say "dear," and I think this is what the wires are crossed. She just said, don't start an email with "Hey Muna." Let's say if you're reaching out to someone at the very beginning. But like you said, like, business is evolving, and that's what In Ray Inspiration said on Twitter. Business is evolving. People say hi and hey more. I don't want to sound old-fashioned, and I don't like "dear" at all, because I would never use that in real life.
Yeah.
But I think when people are too familiar at the beginning, especially because we work in a business where there's a lot of like communication, but when people start emails to me and they're like, "Hey hon,"
Oh, has someone actually started email like, hi, hon?
constantly, and then they always put like X's at the end, and I'm just like,
No.
and when I like, especially when you first start working, you first start getting these emails, and you're a bit like, oh, should I respond back? Is that what I do? But it just feels so unnatural to me to say "hey hun" to someone that I just don't do it.
Yeah, it's
I think
weird. It's quite informal and unprofessional. Like, hi, hun. Like, hi, Casey. Okay.
Hi, Casey. Absolutely
Yeah.
fine. I don't think too much about it, but I just think people can go too far. Do
I
you
mean,
get those ones?
Hi, hun.
Yeah.
Not on email, but maybe on Instagram DMs. But yeah.
Someone showing off.
No, I'm not showing off. Like, everyone gets those. Every girl gets those.
Hun was not related to sex. But it would usually be a female, because it's like, especially in the UK, it's really common to be like, "Hey hon," like that's really normal way to say hi to someone. But I just think if it's an email and it's like,
okay, so you got it from like, maybe no, that's like, oh, I thought you got it from a male.
no,
Okay,
oh God,
female,
gosh, no.
like, hi hun. That is how women, like, it's like casual, right? If you're getting it from a woman, right? No.
I don't know. I just like,
that was like a flirty email.
No, it's not flirty at all. I
Okay.
think sometimes at the beginning, when people
They try to get too familiar,
it's too
fast.
overly familiar, just say, "Hi Casey," I'm fine with that. But I don't think too much about it. It's just when I saw this tweet, that's what I thought.
I mean, yeah, it's like, I saw the article, I read the article, and in the end, it's like people take offense to what they want to take offense for. So it's not that big of a deal, you know.
Exactly.
It's just emails, like, but yeah.
Yeah, we'll just forget about them as soon as we leave the office. If I never look at them, just delete them all.
I don't even look at them now. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Never mind. Okay, so tourists currently in the UAE to enjoy free visa extensions until March 31st. It's been confirmed that holders of expired 1 month and 3 month UAE visit and tourist visas will see a visa extension until the end of the month, which is March 31st, 2021. The extension will automatically get updated in the system. Now, previously, H.H. Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Vice President and Prime Minister of the UAE and ruler of Dubai, announced a free 1 month visa extension to all tourists back in December 27th. And this came after various countries, including the UK, Denmark, Saudi Arabia, and others, imposed an aviation restriction over the new infectious COVID-19 strain. And that was when the new strain was found in the UK. And in short, those who have come to the UAE on tourist visas and whose visas and entry permits have expired before December 28th, 2020 will now see a visa extension till March 31st, 2021 without any charge. And this comes as a huge relief for those who are yet to renew their visit visas or are facing difficulties in doing so as a result of quarantine scenes or other complications. And for more information regarding the visa status in the UAE, you can contact the General Directorate of Residency and Foreign Affairs, GDRFA, on 800-5111 or 0431 9999. I have those numbers memorized, as you can tell.
That was amazing.
The numbers, memorizing the numbers. Not reading off anything here.
No. 800-5111.
No, it's 800-5111.
111. I was like, I didn't say that right, did I? No, but that's truly amazing because I know a lot of people. I know one woman specifically who actually is here because of travel requirements changing. So that is music to her ears to know that the authorities have just sorted that out and made life a lot easier for her in the coming months because she doesn't have to worry about visa, but she probably has a lot more other things going on to worry about.
Yeah, but I just wish these announcements came in earlier for people who panic and get their visa statuses like renewed, and then they're like, oh my God, never mind. I was leaving in 4 days. Could have just...
Well, if they got their visa status removed, it's probably kind of the right way to go, the right avenue.
I mean, yeah, but like sometimes you want that bit of, you know, like you want that extension to apply to you as well.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but it's okay. At least the people in emergency who really required it got it.
Yeah, because I just think that this is, and I know it's like a year later, but we're still in the unknown, as in travel requirements are changing all the time, and it's being aware of how many people actually need this, and probably authorities. It's not like you just like flick a switch and make something happen. There's probably a lot of kind of process that goes involved into these decisions, so they take a lot of time. So the fact that it happens eventually is probably a plus.
But this I feel like is so helpful because a lot of people, visitors and residents, are quarantining to as a preventive measure against COVID-19, and you do need to go to your embassy to renew your visa, right? Or I don't know the process actually, but you need to be somewhere like in person. So if you are in quarantine, it makes it very difficult. So this is just something that helps them out and is a huge relief for them. But yeah, I need to find out how to renew your visa.
Yeah, I would check because I know a lot of the processes have gone online as well. So you might have the two options. Okay. Guys, that is it for us on the Lovin Daily. I hope you have a good day. Simran and I's day is just going to keep getting better, as you know. Stay safe, wash your hands. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Guys, that is a wrap for the Lovin Daily. We are back same time, same place every weekday morning. And of course, don't miss the Lovin Show every Tuesday where I chat with Dubai personalities. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and have a great day.